Hello and good morning, everyone. So it's gonna give some time for people to tune into the live stream, and while I set up, also today's gonna be a short one. I started a bit late. I do have to start work at 10 a.m. So today I do want to cover some kind of tactics and ways to gain more views and grow more subscribers if you aren't doing this already. So give me some time. Perfect. So while I set up, hello and good morning. Hey Rachi. Good morning. I'm going to start in just a couple minutes. Today's live stream is going to be quite short. However, I do plan on going over some tactics and strategies that I'm sure you guys aren't aware of. So alright. So as I said earlier, today's live stream is going to go over ways to grow your YouTube channel and gain viewers, gain more views, and gain more subscribers. Okay, so I'm going to talk about promotions, talking about how to playlist your video correctly, why sub for sub is a very poor growth method, and I'm also going to talk about how to actually use community boards effectively and what the comment hack method is. So it's going to be really good. These are tactics that I personally use that people also aren't normally aware of. So whenever you post a video onto YouTube, you have to kind of think that YouTube works in very specific time frames. Usually it's 48 hours is one of their biggest time frames. So if you look at my YouTube studio, so again, YouTube works in time frames, and it's important to understand it, especially when you are promoting your video via, email lists, community boards, or Facebook groups. So again, think about time frames. Every time you log into your YouTube channel, you always see this here. How does your video perform compared to the previous 10 videos that you've posted? Sorry, this is a bad example. Let me go into a different channel real quick. Hey Angel, how's it going? Good morning to you. So again, think about YouTube in time frames, especially when you're about to promote your video. Every time I'm about to promote a video, I always promote the video within the first 48 hours. So this window right here is always based in past 10 videos, and when you click on analytics, you'll see that one of the most important metrics that YouTube gives you is past 48 hours again. And again, so YouTube works in 48-hour windows and 28-day windows as well. So if you have a video that is ranked 1 based on your top 10 videos performances, so let's click back here, then there's a higher chance that that video will perform better in the future because it fits the algorithm much better. So again, in regards to marketing and promotions, all of that usually occurs as soon as a video is posted, especially within the first 48 hours. And it kind of goes to show that if you're spending money creating a video, if you're taking the time to create a video, why wouldn't you also put in the time to actually promote your video as well? So if you're not going to promote your video, why would anyone else is also a thing to think about. If I'm taking the time to, spend $100 per video. I'm taking the time to either create my video or film my video, and I'm not promoting it. Why would anyone take the time to promote my video, even if I wouldn't promote it? Okay, so that's something to think about. And ways to promote your videos externally. So this is what I found to be the best way, and let me zoom this in. It's niche related Facebook groups. Instagram is also good. Email list, friends or family, Pinterest, Quora, relevant niche related forums, or embed it into your blog. Those are what I have found to be the best ways to promote your videos. And one of the key things when you're promoting your videos is that it really helps if it's niche related. I don't often just promote, so this right here is just a story channel. I wouldn't promote this channel on one of my other channels that's in like celebrities or sports. So, hey Devansh, how's it going? So again, keyword here is niche related. Now, promoting your videos externally is difficult because you're going to be bringing cold traffic into YouTube, and it's easier to market your videos to people who are already on YouTube, which is why I prefer internal promotion methods such as community board posts. And again, only promote to audiences outside of YouTube that you think would actually be genuinely interested in your content. So one of the biggest mistakes I usually find people doing is that they would make a channel and they would promote it to non-niche related Facebook groups. So especially those Facebook groups that are sub for sub, those are absolutely terrible. I see people posting on those or asking about them all the time. And the reason why is because if you're doing sub for sub and someone subscribes to your YouTube channel and they're not genuinely interested in your YouTube channel, the next time that you post a video, they're actually going to they're not going to click on the video. Therefore, they're going to hurt your click-through rate, and that's bad on YouTube's eyes. So what that essentially means is that if someone who subscribes to your channel isn't genuinely interested in your content and they only subbed because you subbed to them, every time you post a video, they're not going to click on it. They're going to hurt your click-through rate. And then with that being said, it's just going to hurt your video. You want genuine audience subscribers who are actually interested in your content. So in the past, you always let more is the need for YouTube have changed. So personally, Angel, external marketing, it's very helpful. I personally do it I've done it before, and right now I have already growing channels, flourishing channels. They're not really starting from the ground up channels. So I've done it before. However, especially as new YouTubers, external promotion can work very well, especially free methods, just joining niche related Facebook groups. If I start a sports channel and I post a sports video in there, that's what I'm talking about in terms of niche related. Because all my channels are already growing, they're very good organically, they're able to take off organically. I don't spend too much time on external promotion growth though. However, if I were to start over again, I would definitely take the time to focus on at least maybe one or two of these here. Okay, ways to promote your videos externally. Niche related Facebook groups is a very good big one. Again, don't do sub for sub. Instagram, niche related. Your email list, if you have a niche related email list. Pinterest, Quora, relevant niche related forums, or your blog. All right. So now tying into, so Zane is asking, on average, how many videos does it take to get a video to go viral? So I'd be happy to answer real quick, Zane, but it takes anywhere for me personally 30 to 90 videos. 30 to 90 videos is usually how long it takes for one of my videos to take off on a channel, and usually earlier than that, or sometimes earlier than that, it actually the channel maybe even already be breaking even. All right. Okay, so now in regards to, so this stream is about how to get more views, how to get subscribers, in regards to how to actually correctly playlist your videos. And this right here is a goldmine of a tip. You don't want to miss this. And the reason why is because by me doing this method, I'm actually able to increase my revenue by at least 10%. So if I'm making $10,000, because I playlist my videos correctly, I make an extra 10%. And I can already go onto people's YouTube channels and understand whether they're doing this or not correctly. And most of the time, people are actually not aware of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna click on the playlist. And right now, I can't show you a better example, but I will use my story channel. So give me a second while I set up. One second, guys. Okay, so playlisting. It's a very important way to increase views, get people to stay on your channel. So let's pull it up right here. So when you click your analytics tab, one of the metrics that YouTube uses is this here, or gives you. Where is it? Okay, so again, tying into playlists, one of the metrics that YouTube gives you is this returning viewers. And this really works when there used to be a metric called views per user. I think they took it out. Unique viewers, engagement. Okay, it's all right. But anyways, tying again back to playlists. So ideally you have this, when someone watches your YouTube channel, that's one view, right? Or someone watches one of your videos, that is one view. So you kind of have to think and imagine, what if that one viewer ended up watching another one of your videos and then ended up watching another one of your videos? So it's the idea of essentially not just trying to gain one view from one unique viewer, but it's trying to gain like 5 views from one unique viewer. Because imagine if everyone who watched or came across one of your videos watched at least one more video, you're essentially doubling the amount of views that you get, and playlists will help you actually accomplish that. So with playlists, the idea with playlists is that you can use playlists to actually force suggestion or force recommend people to watch your next video once they complete your first video. So how it works is that here I have a playlist, and what you want to do is that at the very top of your playlist, has always got to be a video that's already in the algorithm. So let me show you an example. So how you organize your playlists is actually very important and can be done very strategically. And this is something that I taught myself. I don't see it anywhere else on YouTube. So for the few people who are watching this, you're in for, again, a really good tip. So when I click on analytics here, you'll see that in my past 48 hours, I have just a couple of videos that are actually in the algorithm, gaining views per hour, no matter what time of the day it is, right? So here are the 3 videos. And what you want to do is that this is one of the videos. Restaurant manager kicked out this old woman not knowing who she really was. So what I did was that I take this video and I put it at the top of the playlist, and the video that goes on the bottom, that video actually, you have to make it a video that you think people would like to watch next. All right. And so the idea is that when people finish watching this video, then they'll watch this video, then they'll watch this video. So with playlists, you have to think very strategically regarding, okay, if they finish watching this video, what video would they like to watch next? Okay, if they finish watching this video, what video would they like to watch next? And then the key thing that you have to do is that you have to click this ticker symbol, click on playlist settings, and because this is an old YouTube channel, there's usually a playlist setting here that says embed as official playlist. You have to ticker that on. Okay, and again, what that does is it makes it an official series playlist so that YouTube force suggests this video after this video. It's a really, really, really cool thing. To kind of give you guys an idea, every time I've done this on viral, I always do this when videos are going viral, that I put at the top of the playlist and then I put a similar video right below it. At least 10 to 30% of views kind of trickle over to the next video forcibly. In a wide scale of things, let's say, again, this has happened to me multiple times. I get videos that get millions of views. Let's say that a million views is about $7,000. Just because I playlisted a similar, logically thought out, I do think that people would like to watch this video after this video, just because I playlisted it correctly, set it as an official series playlist. A video that isn't supposed to be in the algorithm will get about 10% of those views. So I said 7 million. I think 10% is like 70,000 or more, but maybe 700,000. Sorry. So a video that isn't supposed to be in the algorithm will actually get 700,000 views just because I playlisted it correctly. That's about 10% more income. So I'll get an extra $700 just for playlisting correctly. So really cool tactic. Most people aren't aware of this, and I can tell just by going onto their YouTube channel, but that is how you playlist your videos correctly, gain more views, force suggestion, gain more subscribers. It's how you turn one unique person into multiple views, and that's one of the best ways to gain more views on YouTube. People call it, well, I kind of term this as view loops. People call view loops something else, but this right here is a tactic that I've been using for more than a year now. People don't know about it, and it works really well. So now in regards to, so community boards. So just a kind of a side note, I never recommend running ads to generate likes or views on your videos. Everything that I teach is usually organic or free. So me personally, I've never run ads on YouTube before. And if you have money to invest, I recommend actually buying community board posts. That's my recommendation. Niche related community board posts is what has worked for me before in the past. And the good thing about community board posts is that you're targeting people who are already on the YouTube platform. So as I kind of mentioned earlier, it's kind of cold traffic to take someone who's not on YouTube already and bring them to YouTube versus keeping someone on YouTube and then getting them to watch your channel because they're already on YouTube. So if you have money to invest or more money to invest and you want to spend on like external advertising, use your community board or buy community board posts from other individuals. And if you don't have this tab yet, this community tab appears under a YouTube channel once the channel hits 1,000 subs. So, hey SMX, how's it going? Yeah, I recommend you watching the replay of this because I actually just went over probably the most valuable thing that I wanted to go over in this live stream. So I'm doing good though. Thank you for asking. Now Zay is asking, what niche has the best CPM, and do you think if I just stick to one niche, eventually it'll take off no matter what? So Zay, I actually just got into a call with a client recently, and he asked me, how do I determine what niche to go to? Number one is that I do base it off things that I am familiar with, things that I actually genuinely enjoy. But a close second to that factor, so one, do you actually like it? Do you actually enjoy it? A close second factor to that is, is it actually a topic that people would be interested in? So those are the two main factors. CPM is like a byproduct. I don't care if a video goes viral and has a low CPM versus a high CPM, because a million views is still, if you reach a million of no matter what, it's still going to be a lot of money. So what I mean by that is that if you reach a million views on a monetized video on no matter what niche it is, it's still going to be a lot of money. People worry about CPM a lot, and I must admit that before they even worry about CPM, they have to worry about these metrics here. So I think of YouTube as a hierarchy. First thing is that, do you actually know how to get impressions? Do you actually know how to keyword your videos, term your videos correctly so that you receive impressions? Then afterwards, can you actually get people to click on your videos, which is click-through rate? And after that, once they click on your video, can you get people to actually watch your whole video, which is audience retention or average viewer duration. So if you were to stick with one niche, eventually will it take off no matter what? I'm kind of leaning towards the answer and saying yes, but again, that kind of depends on, are you posting quality content? Are you wording or optimizing your videos correctly so it gets impressions? And are you creating clickable, high quality thumbnails and titles? So I hope that answers your question, Zay. So Rachi's saying, seems everything is about analytics. Would you consider going deep into analytics someday? What's to look for when analyzing your videos? I mean, I can do that right now, Rachi. I mean, maybe I'll do it tomorrow in terms of in-depth. But anytime I start a new channel, I'm essentially repeating myself, sorry. So anytime I start a new channel, it goes in a hierarchy process. So if you guys have ever noticed this upside down pyramid on YouTube, this is what I analyze first every time I start a new channel. It's number one, can I get my videos seen by people? Step one is, can it be seen, you know, and that falls under impressions, right? Impressions. And with impressions, that just involves optimizing your videos correctly, creating searchable content, creating keyword optimized content. And after I'm comfortable with, you know, my videos are getting seen, however, maybe the problem is that they're just not clicking now. So first is impressions, second is click-through rate. And click-through rate comes from a clickable title and a clickable thumbnail. So once you got impressions down, you know how to keyword your videos, you know how to research your videos. Now you have to look at your click-through rate. Why aren't people clicking on my videos? You know, 5% to me is kind of low. What I would do is I'll click on see more. And here I'm actually looking at patterns in which what are people clicking on more so than the others. So here's a 20, as you can see, I base it off videos that I've gotten at over 10,000 or more impressions. So I would only take data from probably these two videos, this video, this video, and this video. We'll cut it down to like 1,000 impressions. Then that's not a hard set stone rule. But what I do is I just hover over it. I try to find patterns. Patterns are really important on YouTube. So trying to find patterns in which, why are people clicking these videos versus not these videos, you know? So I think these other videos are, they're unlisted, so. But yeah, why are these videos getting clicked on more so than the other ones? And I think it might be due to the, you know, notice how most of these videos, so I did an experiment. It's kind of like a split screen thumbnail with text to the left-hand side. So maybe this is telling me that I should go back to that type of thumbnail, you know? That seems to be the videos that are getting the highest click-through rate. So yeah, after you post videos, it's analyzing it, and that's click-through rate. And then lastly, now once you have a solid idea of what type of thematic thumbnails to create for your channel, you cover click-through rate, optimization covers impressions, and then afterwards, you look at your engagement. Okay, so I get my videos seen, I get people to click. Are people actually watching my videos? And because this is a story channel, you know, people love stories. The good thing about stories is that, you know, you and I, stories, people love stories. It's very, very easy to follow. So that's the idea of this audience retention rate is very good. It's perfect. You know, my videos are usually 8 minutes long, so this achieves over a 50% audience retention. And that's why these videos get appeared in suggestions. So Angel's asking, I just got a 10% click-through rate, 60% AVD. Last video only reached around 560. Is that because the algorithm doesn't want to promote a video yet? Yeah, so I kind of touched base on this in yesterday's live stream, Angel, that just because your video fits what I like to call the ABC or algorithm breakthrough criteria, it doesn't mean that it's going to go viral. However, because your video is at a 10% click-through rate, 60% AVD, you are at a very good position for that video to kind of get into the algorithm later in the future. We have to sometimes think that maybe it's not our fault that the video isn't working. We just have to wait for YouTube to promote that video to the right audience. Does changing your title after publishing affect the video? It most certainly does, Rachi. And so what I've actually been working on is that within the first 48 hours, so earlier in this live stream, I talked about why the 48-hour window is very important. It's how YouTube works. So 24 hours later, you'll have a a click-through rate, and if it's not a good click-through rate, I would actually go ahead and change it and see if something works better. And a tool that works extremely well. So once you publish a video, Tubebuddy is actually very helpful in helping make sure that it helps decide between which two thumbnails will actually perform better. So I do recommend Tubebuddy. And I do have a link down below in the description in regards to getting 20% off Tubebuddy if you're interested. But does anyone have any other questions? Sorry for starting this stream late, everyone. After this, I do have to head out and get to work. The squad's going to be over soon. We got some business to talk about. But yeah, I mean, for those who missed the beginning, do watch the replay. I think one of the tactics. I didn't go over everything in regards to how to improve views and gain more subscribers, so I will be doing that. I will be kind of repeating the same information in tomorrow's live stream as well, just to kind of cover this topic again more in depth. All right, so no, but thank you everyone for tuning in today. And so Zay, I don't recommend using TTS. It's against YouTube's terms of service. However, I always recommend buying or paying voiceover artists. They're the more legitimate way of going about YouTube. You may get away with using TTS, but sometime in the future you may get demonetized for using text-to-speech software. So all right, everyone, I think I have to call it for this live stream before the squad comes on over. If you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. I try to do live streams at least 3 times a week, 4 times a week, we'll see. But the more people are on and interacting, it does push me more to actually keep doing these. And again, anytime you have any questions, I mean, we're at a small amount right now, but I imagine in the future, you know, once we start growing, once we start getting more participants, it won't be as easy for me to answer all these questions. So I think now is a really good time to kind of take advantage of me, I guess, just because there's such a good kind of manageable handful of you to ask questions. I can easily see it and then easily answer it. So, but aside from that, thanks so much everyone for tuning into the live stream. I'll call it here, and